Hi everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. I talk about random things every Tuesday, and today I'm going to be spilling the tea on some of my most unpopular book opinions. Book opinion number 1. I don't think Jacob Black in Twilight is a bad guy. People love to villainize him and say he, doesn't really care about what Bella wants, he just cares about what he wants, and all this stuff about his character. And to be honest with you, while it makes more sense for Bella to be with Edward because she loves Edward, if you were Jacob and there was a 17-year-old girl who you were in love with and she was choosing to be with a guy who not only broke her heart but is now going to kill her and turn her into a vampire and estrange her from her entire family and all of her friends, it would be alarming. It really would. And so I do get where Jacob's coming from. The Renesmee thing's a little weird, but Embry, is it Embry or Quill? Quill imprinted on the little girl Claire, and you don't hear this Quill slander, we only hear Jacob slander. So I just think that Jacob gets a bad rap in modern day, and I don't agree with it. Unpopular opinion number 2, I do not like color-coded bookshelves. They look great, the rainbow shelves, they do look great, but how do you find any books? And it just doesn't sit right with me that the books in the series wouldn't be sitting together on the shelves. It's just not, I don't like it. Unpopular opinion number 3 has to do with the Archeron series by Sarah J. Maas. Tons of people love to hate on Elaine. I love Elaine. And a lot of people say Elaine is so boring and she's too gentle. But then other people say she's just as bad as Nesta because she also neglected her sister Feyre. People love Nesta for that. They just hate Elaine for it. That doesn't make any sense. And then other people say, oh, Elaine must be evil. That's the only thing that makes sense. And I don't like that either. I mean, I'll be fine with whatever Sarah J. Maas does, but I just think I relate a lot to Elaine. I think, there are gentle people out there who don't necessarily always do the right thing. And I'm really interested to see where her story goes. I mean, she's the third Archeron sister and she gets no respect. So I'm really looking forward to maybe having a book about her eventually. Unpopular bookish opinion number 4, I do not think Jennifer L. Armentrout's best series is Blood and Ash. I don't. It's entertaining, but her best series is the Luck series. Are you kidding me? Damon and Katie? I love it. The alien concept, genius. Very original, brilliant. That series is amazing and it doesn't get the respect it deserves. Another unpopular bookish opinion, lots of people don't like starting a series until it's finished, and that's not for me. I love waiting for a cliffhanger. I write down when the next book's coming out in my phone and I look forward to it all year. For example, the Cassandra Clare series, I started reading those in 2009, 2008, and I've been reading, one of her books every year, and it is something I honestly look forward to, and I love having these new installments come out. So I am totally fine with unfinished series. In fact, I think I prefer them. Another unpopular bookish opinion, I don't think the adaptation is always worse than the book. And even if it is different, that's kind of fun to analyze the differences. But an example of the movies being better than the books, I would argue Divergent. I would also argue that the Hunger Games adaptation is literally perfection. The book is perfection, the movie's perfection, it's genius. Also, in Twilight and Breaking Dawn, the second movie, that twist they added at the end, sure, it deviates from the books and doesn't make sense that Alice would be able to see that because she can't see werewolves, but it's so well done and it really fits the movie format, and I think it makes the whole thing a lot better. This was very unpopular and I'm sorry in advance, but I think that the weakest sub-series in Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter series is the Dark Artifices. I don't think it's good at all. If I had to rank it, I would say my order, this is hard, but I would say it's Infernal Devices is my number 1, and then City of Bones just because it's the most nostalgic, it's the first series, and then after that, I would say this Chain of Iron, Chain of Gold, Chain of Thorns, which is amazing. Honestly, it would be higher, but it's just not a finished series yet, so we don't know. Then the Eldest Curses series, and then after that, Dark Artifices. I don't like it. The characters are fine, I just really didn't like the plot, and it was so sad because I was living in LA when they were coming out, and it was so exciting, but then I just did not like it, and I also just hate the main guy, I don't even know what his name is. Julian. I don't like Julian. I don't like him. He's not for me. The only thing I did like about that book is when they went to the parallel, universe, like that Thule thing. Like, that was really cool, but otherwise I didn't like that series. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. Oh, this one's really controversial. Some real tea is being spilled today. I do not like Greek and Roman myth retellings. I don't know why, they just don't speak to me, except for Hades and Persephone. That's exception. But I don't know why. I just don't have that gene. Like, I know people literally love it. Like, they love Percy Jackson, Alexandra Bracken's lore series. Like, people just love that stuff. They eat it up, but I just don't like it. And I don't know why, and I feel bad. Like, I want to like it, but I just can't. Does anybody, like, hear me on that one, or am I alone? It feels like I'm alone, maybe. I'm sure I have a ton more unpopular opinions, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't offend anyone. These are just my personal opinions. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. And it's like, okay, and then it's like